Okay, you're back live on the air.
So you went from basic training to radio school?
Well, they sent me to radio school. Took basic training in Leavenworth, and then they sent me to radio school and transferred me back down to Louisiana.
Your basic training was at Fort Leavenworth.
Yeah.
And then you went from there to Sioux Falls?
Yeah.
And you went from there to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then you shipped out, did you ship out of there? Is that where you rode the train to New York?
Well, they was going to send us to Europe. They shipped us up to New York in the last minute. They figured they needed us worse in the South Pacific, so we had a 4-day, 4-night train trip clear across the United States to San Francisco, and then shipped out of San Francisco. And we was on a ship 14 days before we ever got to Japan. Well, we didn't go to Japan, we went to Philippines first. That's where
Okay, hang on. Yep. I'm on the train trip yet.
I joined the 25th Infantry Division in the Philippines. I was a sergeant by then.
And 14 days on the ship?
Yeah.
You don't remember what the ship was called, do you?
What it was called?
You remember what the name of the ship was, or it did have a name?
Oh, just big old Liberty troop ship. There wasn't much scare for torpedoes back then, but we had to still take a zigzag course all the time instead of a straight line course to
Yeah.
keep away from the ship that might want to torpedoes.
And that Clark Field, is it right off the ocean?
Huh?
Is that Clark Field that you run right off the ship to Clark Field?
Yeah, in the Philippines.
But is that field right there out of port?
Yeah, it's right there at Manila, Clark Field in Manila.
And how long were you there?
Oh, hell, I don't know. About 6 months, I guess. Oh, maybe close to a year, maybe. Hell, I can't remember anymore.
And you were a motor pool sergeant, right?
The what?
You're in charge of the motor pool?
The what?
Charge of the motor pool? Isn't that what you did?
Yeah, and in charge of a bunch of jeeps and trucks. Motor sergeant.
So how did you wind up going to Japan? 'Cause I know you wound up on the mainland somehow.
Well, after the war was over, you had to have so many points to ship you back home, but I didn't have quite enough points, so I had to spend some time in Japan for accumulated enough points to come home.
So what did you do in Japan?
The same thing.
Did you take a boat to Japan?
Yeah, I took a boat, yeah.
You remember where at in Japan you were at?
Well, Osaka, I think, yeah. Nagoya, both places, one time or another.
And then you shipped home from there? You come home on a ship then?
Yeah,
How long did that take?
I think about 10 days.
Did you go back to San Francisco?
Huh?
Where did you land at? Where did you land at
And Oregon.
in Oregon?
Mm-hmm. went from Oregon, went down to Salt Lake City where we got dismissed out of the Army. Salt Lake City.
You remember where you landed in Oregon at?
What?
You remember where you landed in Oregon?
Up around Portland somewhere, I think.
We're going to Portland this fall.
Well, I don't know where we came back. It seemed like it was both places. Well, we left in California,
Yeah.
if I told you wrong. We left, shipped out of California and came back up at the border.
Yeah.
Came back.
Then you took the train to Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
I bet you saw some pretty country doing that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, then you took the, from Salt Lake City, did you ride the train to Neodesha?
Got off at Neodesha.
And your mom and dad pick you up there?
Picked me up there,
Yeah.
Neodesha.
Well, that was good that
Yeah.
you made it back. A lot of them didn't.
I remember I drove Jeeps so damn much and the short wheelbase, you know, and
Yeah.
I remember opened the door and damn them back wheels were way back there
Oh, yeah?
in a car. I remember, I don't know why I was looking out, but I remember realized how long they were. Yeah, Lieutenant Butler and I, when we got to Japan, I drove him around. The damn Japs was just keeping a lot of food and black market back to the civilians, and we had to go route them out, take the food away from them, give them back to civilians. There's black market in a lot. They just cooked over there just like everywhere else.
Yeah.
I
So,
remember one time we drove up there in the mountains somewhere and them damn black marketeers was up there, quite a group of them, and we just went up there by ourselves. Shit, they could have killed us and nobody ever knew it.
yeah. Did they ever shoot at you?
Huh?
Did they ever shoot at you?
No, not really.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, old Lieutenant Butler was a nice guy. I drove him around a lot in Pennsylvania. I'd like to meet him again. He was such a nice guy. Always called me Red.
Yeah.
I had red hair back then.
So you were his driver?
Yeah,
What was his first name?
him. I can't remember his first name now. I should, but I just always called him Lieutenant Butler, and I just
Yeah.
can't think of his first name. I know he lived back in Pennsylvania. I know that. He's a nice guy.
Oh,
Yeah, we went around in Japan a lot of places.
How did the people treat you there?
Oh, they were real nice. Hell, they couldn't be any nicer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of thought maybe it'd been the opposite of that since you just whipped them.
No, they was real nice. They couldn't be any nicer to us. I know when we first landed, we got on them ship and then marched to the bases. And everybody was hid. They didn't see anybody. Pretty soon after we'd marched a while, and they'd been propaganda, so we was going to rape the women and kill the children and everything. And they found out we weren't going to do that, so they started coming out of looking out the windows, and we always carried candy with us, and we started tossing candy out to the kids, and boy, then they started running after us, and they found out we was nice instead of mean. Boy, the kid was always saying, "Candy Joe, Candy Joe." Candy
I bet
Joe.
they were.
Every GI was Joe. Candy Joe, Candy Joe. little devils. Haircut was all the same, they all looked alike, you couldn't tell one from the other. Haircut all clear
straight
across the
across.
face there,
Uh-huh.
his forehead. Couldn't tell a man from a boy hardly. Cute little devils.